Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Jake Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so frustrated. That has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it's going to be in time as Perez fired a strike to get him that time.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. Barehanded for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More base. Felix Pena gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, man, he wasn't particularly good in this last one. He only pitched into the third inning. But fortunately, the teammates scored some runs, and he was able to come away with a no decision. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and he's going to need to pitch a lot better in this one.
The 1-1 home. Misses off the plate. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2. And another foul ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, I love what Alex Gordon does for this offense. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. One out, nobody on. Here's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Pulled toward right center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Whit Merrifield next to hit. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. He'll enter play here at 293. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. A throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Batting 4.
In is Jorge Soler, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. A bare hand for one. For Juan to Pujols, they get them both, and they end the inning. So 1 run. Here's Justin Upton now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff. I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or change up, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Albert now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. His prior history versus this arm, he's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. And that brings in Hunter Dozier, swinging it well in the series so far at a 4 for 10 clip. Hit hard on the ground to second, and a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Smoked on the ground left side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Over the bullpen and gone. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take
the designated hitter, number 66.
5-2 the final today. The Kansas City Royals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Angel Stadium of Anaheim on this Thursday night. Tonight Tyler Glasnow gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
Now, a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Taylor has it, and there's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well,
and the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Now the Hyunjin Ryu gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Welch. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour. Kind of a big, loopy overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early. He has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Simmons has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch. Here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's got an on-base percentage of over 400 coming in. The elite hitters in the game put up numbers like that, so he has to be feeling really good about what he's done so far this season. I'm sure his club is pleased just as well.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman.
In now is Anthony Rendon. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. So digging in now, number 13. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. 1-1 the count now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And let's take a look at Angels2020. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
Count now, a ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
Here's Randall Grichuk. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. Just a 1-for-12 career line. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. 1-0 the count. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And another foul ball. Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Gurriel is off of first with 2 away. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Ready now for L.A., Kike Hernandez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hernandez.
On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. One and one. The 1-2. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around.
I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 fouled balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Played on the backhand. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
The windup and the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pujols has long been referred to as the machine. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Pujols is retired. 2 down now. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Shows bunt there, but he winds up taking strike 2. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
In now, Chris Taylor, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Line towards center field. Hernandez is going to have room out there as he puts this away. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. No balls and a strike to count. Pulled toward right center field. Hernandez is after it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Upton. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And that's the second out of the inning. Had to go a long way to make that running catch. And here it is again with the show track data. Took a great angle at it. Showed nice closing speed and ended up running close to 120 feet to bring it in. No doubt that grab saved extra bases. Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. And that misses 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Upton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Home half of the. Digging in, Justin Upton, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The left fielder.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Popped up. Shaw over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. He'll try again, 1-2. Struck him out. Back to the top of the order now. And standing in, one of the best two-strike hitters in baseball, Angels2020. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike to count to Angels2020. And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still score. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hernandez giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Number 27.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. No balls and 1 strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. No balls and a strike to count. Gurriel at second with 2 down. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More.
And leading off for the Angels, the
first pitch of the at-bat.
Mike Trout.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Trout is working with a slugging percentage over .550. So there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
The third baseman,
stepping into the box, Anthony Rendon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Biggio from the outfield grass. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The right fielder,
so bases
14.
are empty here with 2 gone. And that means the plug-and-play utility man, Kike Hernandez, will bat next. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3 through 4. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
The 0-1 pitch, fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. McGuire aboard here at first with nobody out. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works too.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Count remains full. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Stepping in for the Jays, Kevin Biggio. He flew out in his last at-bat. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Now the outfield signal to play shallow. We'll see if that works out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number two.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Trout moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Lifted in the air to center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. That misses 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. Two and 2 the count. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Pujols is retired, and there's one away. Ready now, Brian Goodwin. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Gurriel has a beat on it. 2 gone.
The batter,
stepping up to the plate, Chris Taylor. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Hit sharply, but foul down the right side.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They're down 1-0. Ready for another shot now. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. No balls and 1 strike. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter.
Now to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Reese McGuire. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hernandez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and a strike now. One and 2, here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Hernandez blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Settling in now, Travis Shaw. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. A run for the Jays. Here's Justin Upton now. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Upton, or simply J-Up. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Upton awaits the 1-2. Now a curveball misses inside.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. Popped straight up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1. Two balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
2 out, nobody on. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Julio Teheran is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Standing in, Kevin Biggio will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. No balls and a strike to count.
Biggio.
Popped up. Simmons over to his right. 1 away.
Now batting.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Billy McKinney. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Snap throw from the catcher. McKinney stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Trout giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
The third baseman, number 6.
Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And yet another throw over. And the fans don't like this at all. One to Rendon. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing.
Right
Sometimes
fielder,
guys get in that
14.
protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
On the move is Trout from first. Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Nettie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Here's Albert now. He hits with 2. Way as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Next to bat for Toronto, number 13. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Line toward right center. Trout is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Next for the Blue Jays.
Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lifted the other way out to left center. Trout is there. 2 gone.
The batter,
Striding in once again, Rendell Grichuk. No hits to this point. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, the pitcher can claim that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he's back in standing. Tehran sets. Here it is on 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. Taken in by Simmons. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Sam Gaviglio
enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too. But this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Goodwin stands at second with no outs. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Hit hard toward the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Swing and a miss on the sinker. 0-1. In his career, Upton has over 200 career home runs, so he's certainly capable of leaving the yard in this big spot here.
Oh, yeah, Matty, absolutely. Right man, right time. He's been there, done that, hit a bunch of home runs in his career, and he sets up nice for him.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So coming to the plate, Austin Barnes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1-0 count. Here it is. Count even now at 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a flare out toward right center. Biggio ranging into shallow right. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's no. Ty Buttrey enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Kevin Biggio.
1-1 the count. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. He takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the 9th. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. Here's a fly ball well hit. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Billy McKinney. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. And now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
McKinney is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Lifetime numbers against Ken Giles. He's just 2 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 0-1 on its way. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. The 0-2 home. Slow roller out to short. Gonna be a tough play. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He's set, and the pitch. Liner towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
In now, Kike Hernandez. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.